welcome to a demo. Um, I will make a full preview of my site called Rystories. Rystories is a website similar to Archive of Our Own. It's AO3 as it abbreviated. Um, Rystories has still in development. If as you can see here, it says note this site is still under development. Um, right now, um, everything looks empty in here, as you might expect. So let me give you a little tour of this site. So here you can see this is the actual home here. So home, and you can see home, my stories, all that stuff. Yeah. So in the bottom of the page, I have a copyright text here, but that's not official yet. Um, it's not official yet. Rice Store sister sites are still in development, and a feature story. Um, uh, this one's actually called Takamura Date. I actually featured it from Kira Takahashi. Um, she's my sister. Be honest. Yeah. Her real name was uh, Roxanne, and she's also known as um, Sachan in YouTube, or now would call Chaotic Kira, or something like that. So so here's so you can see the layout of the site. It looks like it's a it's just like a SCP version of a layout style. Actually, it's not. Actually, I took it um, a wiki.theme. theme. So let's get to the few details. So here you can see I have a sidebar, but the sidebar only contains the story and the content, which is over here in the on the head navigation here. Um, the story, and then contact me here. No, it has two um, contact. Contact is the recipient form, and contact me via Gmail. That's where you're gonna call me, and you can also edit the site over here. But of course, you can also edit the page. You can put tags on it. You can rate. To discuss, there's no forms yet here. You can look at the information page here. I'm not gonna show the information page here. Now, I'm just gonna focus on how to create and post stories here. So not all these three here, just this one here. All right, let's move on. Uh, let's go to stories. So first of all, the stories are quite of a some is similar to um, AO3. So first, I have the anime and manga category, and here's your instructions on how you post a story. So first, you go to the bottom of the page and then click Edit over here, and then make a new line of code like this. So you're gonna make a 3 brackets, the name of your story, then 3 reverse brackets, and make sure there are no spaces, and make sure it goes to the list title. So this is the list title here, and you're gonna put it right over here. Next is to hit save and click the story. Click the title of the story right inside the page, or copy and paste if you've done it in the Microsoft Word or Notepad. And then once you're done, you click save and your story is finished. That's it. But they have lots of other categories here. I have the author's work. So the author's work, you can create your own stories here, like creepy, some all of your freedom to create your own stories. So creepy pasta here. So here's a creepy pasta. So here the exact this is also the same instruction you'll find. And then there's a derivative work, meaning you have to create a story made by a derivative, and the derivative works are under the under license of the Creative Commons here. The size on Creative Commons. That's no big deal, some sort. Um, Fan fiction. But if you can see, this is where the featured story here. Um, I was actually trying to plan to putting the original story, some similar from the SCP Foundation, where you'll find SCP-173, the sculpture, the original. It has the original tag because that's the very first SCP. Um, uh, Next, I have fanfiction, magics, tricks revealed. I was planning to remove this one because it has no story on it, but it gives information in some way. But yeah, MLP stuff. Um, yeah, it's a Malum Pony category. Pony stories, you can do anything here. You can do fan maze, all that stuff. Novels, you can recreate novels. You can recreate, make your own fan-made version of the novel, like Harry Potter or something like that. Video games, like Halo, Among Us, you can do all that stuff. You make stories here, something like that. So that's the stories over here. So let's go to the information page. Now, as I said before, I cannot show the about Rystories, how to join the site, and about Creative Commons attribution, non-commercial, share like license. You're gonna find out for yourself for that. Yeah. So I'm going to do is to go to the how to create and post post stories. So here's what you'll see. Um, so for before So this is what it will look like in your article when it comes to the final review. So what is the major points of your story? Then you're going to explain there, and then the narrative, and then the notes. Or you can do something like an alternative. You can remove the narrative text and just put the paragraph. You can put the paragraph uh, afterwards. And here's some articles look like when during look like in the process of writing. So here you have that, and then an alternative here, which is this one here. And now here you're gonna start from the well. This is where the story goes really very instructive. So first of all, you should have a clear description and a clean storyline. If you're so let's go to the story outline. So this is where you create a scratch to create a scratch where you take a piece of paper and um, then follow everything what you'll find here. So some examples also comes here as well. Tips and tricks, and of course you can use metric system, and the site has used in the international system of units. Rating modules. Rating modules are important to write on your stories. Once you have finished your story, it's important to use the rating module, and this is how you on how you would add it in the article. So that's module rate, and then there's how you'll see it in action. Or you can just put the rating modules. Of course, put the rating modules on the top of the page, or you can do it beforehand. So once your story is finished, and then just put the rating module in the top of the page, like so. And then and then you go ahead and post your story here. So this is the post story over here. So that's where you go. Then where you put the title. That's what I'm talking about. 3 brackets, your title, and then the 3 reverse brackets. That's reverse brackets over there in the end. So make sure there are no spaces once you put those 3 brackets in the beginning, and then put the title. Again, no spaces, then reverse brackets. 3 reverse brackets. Of course, the title is just a placeholder to put the story, replace the title of your story. Yeah, so no spaces or else it'll not work. So click save, go to the click the title of the story. Once you click it, and create page. And click the change the title if necessary. Then you write your story and or copy and paste if you wrote your story in Microsoft Word or Notepad. All that stuff. And also, I put some comments in the in each article, and you can see this is where it says not finished. This instructions is not complete. So, yeah, the instructions is not really complete, but it looks complete, but not. So that's the how to create a store, posting stories. Here I have a sandbox page. So let's go to the home first. And then go to Sandbox page. I'm just gonna open it in a new tab. So here's the Rystories Sandbox for Sandbox 1. This is similar to what you'll find in SCP Foundation, Rystories Sandbox 3, Sandbox 3, something like that. Welcome to the Sandbox. Your experimentation begins, and here's your instructions. Oh yeah, you can join the site as well. However, the Rystories Sandbox 1 and the actual Rystory website is actually a separate site, so you can't. And so if you make yourself a member here, it won't automatically. You can make a membership here because you can see it really is a separate site. So you should. So the Sandbox has its own joining system. So click the site, join the site like so. So, let's give you a little tour of the Sandbox here. So, first, you can only create one page here. So, if you create multiple pages, in the site, then those will be deleted. So you have to create a Sandbox page of your own, and then nest additional pages there. So you can nest additional pages instead of just making a tab like you'll do in SCP Foundation. We don't have a formalized discussion right now, so actually it's on my Rypost website, which actually is still under development as well. So the Sandbox actually pretty much empty. So does this one, and so that's the Sandbox there. So you can create a website here. You just click create, and just create say sandbox like that, and then you click create. So yeah, so this is the Sandbox now. So you can go ahead and click home, and then your main my search pages and all that stuff. However, the search here doesn't work for now for some reasons. You can go to the contact me recipient form, click over that, and then you put your forms here. Recipient form, yeah. You can contact me via Gmail, and then unfortunately I cannot show you my Gmail address. It's too sensitive, actually. My experience, it really is sensitive. So here you can put your last name, your first name, last name, and then put anything right there. Your email, put it there, and then you write your message there. Resize it as how far you can, and then there you go. So that's the recipient form. Let's go home and take a look at the featured. So the featured is actually redirected to the actual featured story right here. But I have also an instructions how you put your featured story. So here it is. So this is just a redirection. So redirect, and then also so this is where you actually put the actual story here. So this is how it done from what you see in the home. Follow instructions. That's it. So this is just a redirect. So you can see there's no featured story right now. So come back next month. So, but I will show you can also be done by admins. So here it is. So as for admins, please redirect to the desired featured story. You can achieve this by going to the nav side page, click edit, and then put the following story featured. It's save. It's saved and the feature story is done. So don't delete the page. So don't delete the page here. So or else the featured story won't work. Something like that. So let's go home, and then let's go to the featured story here. So here's the story itself. Um, Here I have a message here. So I have found spag errors, spelled correctly next time, and also added comments. This message will be removed in 3 days. It will be 1 day remaining, and then the SPAG errors will be message here will be removed. As you can see, there's a rating module here, a summary, a narrative, but the notes are just optional. The note is just optional. So this is the story here. It's better to put comments too. I was planning to put in how to create and post stories like so. Alright, so now the search this site is right now not effective for now, and yeah. I don't put tags actually. I don't put tags. No. Content ratings, all that stuff. You know who put some sort of a MPAA classification, something like that. But I'm applying, but I have no future plans, or it's just unknown. I don't know if I were to put that there. But with that, I'm actually hiring some site administrator because of this note over here. So because I can't just do all of your ideas in the site because I don't have much time, and I'm planning my own. So I'm hiring some site administrators. So uh, so that they have a control to the site, so they can implement all members' ideas inside of the site here. So I'm hiring now some site administrators and moderators. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I think this is it. So that's it for today's video. You can also click join the site here, like so. Clicking on your page like that. So yeah, that is it for this video. See you around.